Okay. So let's again, let me share the whiteboard. Okay, my dear children, so I'm going to make you understand the mechanism of monsoon in India, correct? This is I'm trying to make the map of India. It's just a rough and a sketch. Okay. Are you seeing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You also try to make, you have whiteboard in your once again. It's very important to learn to draw the map of our country, because the more you draw the map of your country, the more you will be familiar with the direction, with the features of our country. Okay. How many of you are able to open your whiteboard? What happened? Nobody is saying anything.
Ma'am, I think nobody is able.
Why can't, I'm not talking about sharing your whiteboard. I'm simply talking about how many of you have access to whiteboard? Okay, somehow, okay. It's a rough sketch. So, which ocean do we have at the eastern side?
Ma'am, Arabian Sea.
Ma'am, Arabian
Sea.
Sea.
Okay. And which ocean do we have at the eastern side?
Bay of Bengal.
And Bay of Bengal.
We have Bay of
Bay of
Bengal.
Bengal.
And that's why our lower portion is like a peninsula that is surrounded by two sides of water.
Three sides by its ocean.
Okay. Now, what causes rain in our country? That we need to understand why India is called the land of monsoon climate. You know, this word was given to our country by the British people. They had first declared that India is a land of monsoon climate. Okay. So yesterday I had shown you that Tropic of Cancer passes just in between the country, dividing the country into two parts.
It divides country into two equal parts.
Exactly. And that's why the lower part of the country is having subtropical region. What happened? Lower part of the country is having subtropical region. Correct? And the upper part is having which?
Tropical.
Upper part.
Tropical region.
Lower part goes for subtropical and upper goes
tropical
for
India.
temperate. Is we have a mix of temperate and subtropical, mostly, but we are having subtropical. So when the year starts, what is the first month of the year?
January. Ma'am, January to March.
And which winter we are facing right now?
Ma'am, January.
January.
Huh?
Ma'am,
Which is season
January to
right
March
now?
is
Ma'am,
which causes winter season.
No, I'm not asking which causes winter season. I'm simply asking that the month is starting in January, and January, February, March, we have winter season. And then after the equinox in the month of March, we'll start having summer season. Correct? So the
Yes, ma'am.
area of this reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, area of this reason. Area of this reason that you can see. Okay. This all face summer season. Correct? This is the Arabian Ocean,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is the Bay of Bengal, and beneath lies the Indian Ocean. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Winds of the south western part of the due to this summer season, the water starts heating. All this water, this start heating.
And it get evaporated.
Yeah,
Evaporate.
And hence it form into clouds.
exactly. When it is getting heated and through the wind, it is going upward. So they are traveling from Indian Ocean and they are entering our country through the southernmost part of the country. Okay. So you will always
Yes, ma'am.
listen that monsoon has break in Kerala. Monsoon has broke out in Kerala. And then again these winds, they start going upwards. They start going upwards, correct? And wherever they go, they bring rain. They bring rain. They
Rain.
create a pressure and these rains, these winds are covering the entire north zone. But they do not cross mountain Himalayas because Himalayas used
They
to,
are reflected.
they used to stop that wind, correct? The wind is stopped over here,
Yes.
and the wind that is blowing that also interacts with Aravali ranges, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Aravali
Yes, ma'am.
range, and that's why the mountain over here, the Aravali mountain over here, acts as a shadow, and that's why these rainfalls, they do not these rainfalls, they do not go to the deserted area, I mean to the part of Rajasthan, and that's why that remains dry and desert. Okay.
Desert.
Yeah, so these winds from the Indian Ocean, they are the biggest cause of being the to bring the monsoon and to bring heavy rains in our country. And that's why right away from June, July, August, September, we have rainy seasons, correct? And it keeps on raining as soon as uh, the moment these winds grow higher and higher, and when it interacts with the places, we have rainfall. Okay, whenever these winds they reach, first they start from southwest, they travel to eastern part, okay, and then they spread to the middle part, Okay, and in this manner, by end of August, September, actually whole of the country receives rainfall. Whole of the country receives rainfall. And that's why it
Ma'am,
is called
Rajasthan also.
India, the land of monsoon climate. What?
Ma'am, Rajasthan also.
No, Rajasthan. Rajasthan, I told you, these mountains, they just cover, they stop these winds to cross. And that's why they are called as the area of rain shadow. Now, to your book, it is written that India is known as the land of monsoon climate, and monsoon refers to the Arabic word that means monsoon, and in India we consider it as the rainy season. And the rain-bearing monsoon winds blow from the Indian Ocean and enter the mainland of India. People of India eagerly wait for the arrival of monsoon to get relief from the oppressive heat of the Indian weather. The people are aware of the normal dates of the arrival of the monsoon. The weather experts also forecast the arrival of the monsoon. And if monsoon arrives on time, people can expect a good crop. Still, a large part of the population that is dependent upon agriculture waits for a good rain to cultivate, to yield their crops. Correct? If the rain is not in time, that brings drought. The Himalayan chain of mountains protect India from chilly cold winds blowing from the northern polar region. Now understand how Himalayas are beneficial for us. The southwest wind that are going to Himalayas and they are not able to cross. Similarly, the polar region winds, they do not come to India because of these Himalayan mountain. Because of what?
Himalaya mountain.
Himalayan
range.
mountains.
Because of these Himalayan range. Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, as we know that our country lies in the Tropic of Cancer zone, so we are in the subtropical and temperate zone, and somewhat we are near to the polar region also. Okay, and that's why these Himalayas are a big help to stop the cold, chilly weather, the cold, chilly winds of the polar regions. And that's why we see that Himalayas provide the whole of northern India warm climatic conditions. Therefore, India is also called land of tropical monsoon. Always remember, my dear children, whenever there will be rain, whenever there will be moisture, humid, it means there is warmth. There is enough heat to generate rain. Okay. Though the climate of India is tropical, yet it reflects the diversity at regional level. What I had just told you before. The main reason is that India is a vast country extending from tropical zone to temperate zone. Okay. With the Tropic of Cancer passing through the middle of the country. In South India, the climate is hot and humid. The coastal areas have moderate climate. As the ocean modifies the temperature, the North India experiences extreme climate. Now you can see three of the oceans, Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal, they have surrounded the peninsula part of the country. And that's why this area is always hot and humid. And that's why this is the favorite destination of the tourists to visit these areas, these coastal areas. I can show you. These are the coastal These are the coastal areas, Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. Okay. Are you there? Nobody is saying anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The coastal areas have moderate climates due to the oceans nearby. And the North India extremes in climate. Now see in winter, you must have watched the news that all these, the northern part, it is receiving heavy snowfall. All the Greater Himalayas and the Middle Himalayas and the Lesser Himalayas. It is extremely cold over there. The summers are very hot and winters are very cold. The mountain regions receive snowfall during winter. The night temperature in January drops to minus 40 degrees centigrade near Kargil in Kashmir. Can you imagine? What is the temperature right now? Can anyone tell me? It will be something 10 or 11 degrees.
Ma'am, 7 degree.
Okay, 7 degrees. And we are chilling. I'm sitting in a room.
Ma'am, 17 degree.
Not
17 degree.
No, it will be 7 degrees, not 17 degrees. Not 17 at all. Okay, so I am sitting in a room with all the doors and windows closed. I'm wearing enough woolen material and still I'm chilling. My fingers have got numb out of cold. Just imagine of the people, those who are there, Kargil, it is going to minus 40 degree in Kashmir. And the same happens to the people of Rajasthan when they have temperature when shoots up to 50 degrees centigrade. The northeast states experience heavy rainfall between June to September, and some places in Meghalaya have recorded rainfall over 1,000 centimeter every year. On the other hand, the desert of Rajasthan gets very little rainfall and it remains almost dry throughout the year. Okay? So is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
why India is called tropical?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next we will study seasons